Emergency Medical Management Associates provides health care services here in Southern California, but the group is assisting with food and medical needs in Ukraine. Emma's founder and the group's CEO will join us coming up with details on how you can help.
Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th, and the devastation shows no signs of ending. Reports suggest that in Mariupol alone, more than 20,000 civilians have been killed. The Ukrainian people are struggling for their survival, and a local group is helping out.
Yeah, it's called Emergency Medical Management Associates, or EMMA, and they are making sure desperately needed supplies get to the people who need them. Joining us now, the founder and president of EMMA, Dr. Michael Agron, and the CEO, Charles Agron. EMMA is sponsoring this segment, by the way, to talk about this very important initiative, and welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
So for people here who are not familiar about EMMA, tell us about EMMA and how your team is specifically trained and equipped to deal with a situation like this.
Surely. EMMA is an emergency medical group that provides first-class emergency medical care for hospitals in California. We're very proud of what we do, and I saw what was happening in Ukraine on the news like everybody else did, and it was just shameful. You saw all the butchery of the elderly people, the children, the mothers, and it was just painful to see. I've been an emergency room physician for 40 years, and I thought, well, what can I do? Well, I certainly know medical equipment, and I, like a lot of other people in the medical business, have our own supplies of medical equipment that we're saving for a rainy day. And, of course, it's really raining over in Ukraine. So what I did was I collected all of the materials that I had stashed over the years, and I had it airlifted to Ukraine. Then I decided I should do more, and so I sent an email out to all the doctors and nurse practitioners and physician assistants that worked for me, and they responded in kind. I received a lot of medical supplies, and I airlifted those items out to Ukraine. Then after that, I started going to the hospitals, and I went to Arcadia Methodist Hospital, the first to respond, and then I got Monterey Park Hospital and Whittier Community Hospital. I got Desert Valley Hospital, Seton Medical Center, and Seton Coastside. All of those hospitals have made pledges of medical equipment. And I'm in the process of getting that stuff accumulated, and it's all going to be shipped by air to the Ukraine people.
That is so, it's amazing that you've been able to really rally the troops. So thank you, Dr. Michael, for what you're doing. Charles, talk about some of the successes of this initiative so far. I mean, we just mentioned that this all started in February the 24th, the invasion. You've rallied the troops. Some supplies have been sent. Talk more about the successes.
Well, I'd like to start by thanking Arcadia Methodist. They've sponsored us, and they're hosting us today, and they're first to get involved in our initiative. And really this began because Ukraine is very close to the heart. I'm married to a Ukrainian, have Ukrainian family. We have friends that are Ukrainian, and I feel like a lot of us were just sitting at home watching the horror on the other side of the world, feeling like, we can't do anything. And literally, I was listening to my wife, Katya, talking to our friend, Aliana, and listening to her panic, will her family get out of Ukraine in time before bombing? Katya's uncle's condo, we don't think exists anymore. And so while they were panicked because they literally had friends on the ground needing supplies and then hearing about medical procedures happening without anybody helping on the ground. And on the other hand, I heard my dad, Dr. Agron, talking about how he could help. And he started putting together all these medical supplies. I put them together, and it shows what our community is capable of doing. It's snowballing into something tremendous. It started off from, my dad getting his own things, to other EMMA providers stepping up, to hospitals joining in. And it's been fantastic. Really is covert how they're able to get those materials into the area. We've seen images, and they're tremendous. The absolute excitement of the Ukrainians once they get these items, and it feels amazing that we are able to help from the other side of the world. There's no need to just sit back and do nothing.
Gentlemen, we have less than a minute, and we want to make sure, because, there are people out there, they're wondering how they can help. Where do you hope to take this mission, this crusade that you have right now? And if people want to join in and help out these efforts, what can they do?
Check out EMMAMD.com. we have, if you're a hospital and you want to donate, if you're an individual you want to donate, we have different strategies on there, and all the information that you need will be there for you.
And to be clear, because you talk a lot about medical supplies, but some of the video that we've been showing has some food delivery as well.
What?
Well, I have tried to concentrate on one thing, and that is medical supplies. That is one thing that I know, and I know I can help these people that way, and I know what kind of equipment they can use. And so if it turns out that some items are not going to be helpful that are offered to us, I can say no to those things, because we have to weigh everything, because it's all going by air. And of course, weight makes a big difference. But I took one look at what was going on, and I said, that's just what we must do. We must help these people. I remember when President Kennedy said, I'm a Berliner. Well, I feel like I am a Ukrainian, and we need to help these people.
Well, the website is right there on the screen. That's how you can reach these gentlemen, father, son here, the team of Dr. Michael Agron and Charles Agron of Emma. The website is emmamd.com. Thank you so much for all you're doing to help the Ukrainians.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. A salute to you both and your team. You certainly are saving lives. emmamd.com in case you need to help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.